possible with an estimate. I'll tell you, I just wanted you to know a little bit about Golden Hammer and who you'd be dealing with if you go with us. Here is a Owens Corning, as you can see on your screen, the Owens Corning headquarters. And this is located in Toledo, Ohio. They've been in the materials solutions for over 70 years. And Owens Corning, they like to team up with companies, like they teamed up in 1953 to create the first fiberglass automobile auto body. And then they teamed up with NASA in 1963 to make the spacesuits for the mission to Mars. And then they teamed up also with the military in 2014, and they made S-Glass, which we have on our phones, which is resistant to cracking and things that regular glass is prone to. They also are the inventors of the fiberglass shingle mat. They invented the fiberglass shingle mat. Before that, believe it or not, it was made out of sorts of paper, types of paper. Now, most people are customers of Owens Corning, and they don't realize it. They're so how do you put it, ubiquitous that you can't get 10 feet away from anywhere and not run into one of their products. So you're always within 10 feet of an Owens Corning. So I'm telling you all that because we have a similar philosophy here. I'll tell you a little about Golden Hammer, and we like to team up with the best also, whenever possible. These are some of our customers over the past year. If I showed you the entire thing, you wouldn't be able to see the map. Over the course of the entire history of the company. But, we are an Owens Corning preferred contractor. And what that means is that they inspect 20 of our builds every year. It's not something that we buy. So to get on that list, that's what they do. Our big reason why the company operates the way that it does is because of our owner, Ed. He's a veteran, and it's his philosophies and his vision that make the company go in the direction that it goes. This is our team. Over here you have Diana. We call her Hub Central because she is in charge of organizing all the projects, keeping track of everything, and she becomes your secretary. You can call the office at any time and she'll answer the phone. This is Ginger. We call her numbers Nancy. She's our accountant. This is Jason Kells. He's the guy that would come to your place and pick up all the debris after everything's already been picked up with a big magnet that I was telling you about. And then here is Dania. She's the sales manager, and this is our sales team. I'm one of the newer guys. Another thing is that we are a company that likes to give back. It says so on the back of our business card, and this runs throughout the company's philosophy. We're doing a run this year for veterans, wounded veterans, focusing on the Wounded Warrior Project. That's what we're doing. Another thing that we did is we put on a roof, as I mentioned to you, for Alton Cook. This lady, Rita, saw Alton Cook, a senior citizen and a veteran. She saw him carrying buckets of water out of his home. And it turned out that he had a lot of big holes in his ceiling. And we wound up fixing the interior and everything after teaming up with Home Depot to get all of that done. We didn't charge him a dime. Ed, the owner of the company, plans on doing that once a year, giving a roof away of that nature, and we figure if other roofing companies pick up on it, then it would just make society a better place to do it. It's not going to kill any roofing company to do that, just some time and sacrifice and some financials. Another thing, the Better Business Bureau. I'll tell you, we have we have the roofing industry has 3.4 million complaints, not us. And that's good for us and it's bad for us because, one, we're not like that, and but it's bad for us in the sense that we're also roofers. So we have to we start our relationships with many people at a deficit. Anyhow, 80% of roofer people who take the lowest bid for their roofs, they have trouble getting their jobs completed. This is according to the Better Business Bureau complaints, okay? And according to the Small Business Administration, it's a lot of consonants there. We have 96% of all contractors fail within the first 2 years. Golden Hammer, we've been around for 36 years, and we plan on being around a lot longer than that. Now, another thing that we do, an expense that we go through for our customers and for our employees, for everyone, is we have $2 million worth of insurance. And so you're fully protected. Another thing that we invest in is training for our employees. Trust me, we do a lot of training for our employees. And so what am I going to tell you about that? Training is training. You know all about it. And so we also do on-the-job training. And what that means is that everybody that's working on your roof has already been trained. Nobody's practicing on your roof. So we train everyone before they start working with us. And laws change and codes change periodically, and everybody has to be on the same page with all that. So, yeah, so that's a little bit about us. I'll tell you something else I'd like to mention here is our installation process. And what happens here, I may have gone over this with you, I think all of it, but here it is. A dumpster shows up the week of your roof build, and then we set it gently on your driveway. And we also, you're going to lose access to your driveway for a number of days, not over a week, I don't think, but less than a week. So we set it down on slats to make sure that we don't harm the driveway. And then the shingles arrive the day before the job, and we place those gently on your roof. And then we cover anything that needs to be covered, like an AC unit, so it doesn't get debris in it. And then we strip the roof down to the decking. After we strip the roof down to the decking, we look for problem areas in the wood. And we have problem areas. We always photograph the problem areas. And then that way, we replace those rotten areas of the decking to put down new shingle. Then we put ice and water shield down anywhere that there's a valley. I don't believe that you have a valley on the backside where it connects to the other roof. And anyhow, we put down the ice and water shield so no water gets into those problem areas. Then we lay down a layer of starter shingle. We don't put on regular shingle. We put a shingle that sticks to the edge of the roof. And then we put 2 layers of Rhino roof, as I mentioned. Synthetic underlayment gives you 90 days of protection to exposure, of exposed protection. So it's 3 months. And then we put the shingles going all the way up. And if you decide to get a ridge vent, which I mentioned to you, it is an upgrade. The ridge vent, we cut a 2-inch hole all along the top of the roof. And then we lay down the ridge vent, and then it looks as such when we're finished. And then you have ventilation all along the roof, as you can see in that picture. And so when we're working on it, it looks like a disaster zone. And then when we're done, it's like we were not even there. And Jason Kells comes around 24 hours after, within 24 hours, and picks up any extra nails that may have lost their way with a big magnet. And that's all. And thank you for taking the time for watching this video. And I hope to work with you soon. All right. Have a great day, night, whenever you want.